NBA Straya's best and worst stuff in the NBA today, Tuesday, March 3, all day. I'm your host, James Clements, here in Larry Armour Studios. How are you going? Are you right? You should be. Why is that, Jim? Well, I don't know, Tuesday. I'm going to go see the Bronx tonight, one of my all-time favourite bands, so I'm excited. Hey, let's start today's show the way we start every show here at NBA Straya with a daily... Oh, is it a whip around? Is it? Yes, that's what the whip sound was for. Hey, we launched an AFL show today, so go check that out. What is it called? Footy Unfilterated. I love the name. Me and my buddy Jez talking about footy. Go check it out. Go subscribe. Go watch. Do all this stuff. Help support your mate Jim and his footy. I love talking about footy. Footy's back. So yeah, if you like your AFL, go check it out. Other news, Giannis is also back, just like footy. I guess. Big Greek influence. I walked past Ange Christou today. Love me some Ange Christou. But look, Giannis came back. Happy days there for the Bucks. They've got what? The last quarter of the season to get this point in the right direction, figure out if they're going to keep this up. Who knows? Good on him for coming back, I guess. No Jaylen Brown for the Celtics today. We'll talk about their starting lineup in a little bit. Tyus Jones signed with Denver. You might remember Tyus Jones from being waived. So we're back at the exciting part of the Tyus Jones circle, which is get excited about having a pass-first point guard. It's just what we need. Watch him play. Realize he doesn't play any defense and can't shoot. And then he gets benched and then waived. And we're back at the start. It's the Tyus Jones circle. I've talked about this before. The idealized version of Tyus Jones is way better than the actual version of Tyus Jones. And everyone sort of just comes away feeling a bit underwhelmed. You'll find a good coach that knows how to use him properly at some point. But anyway, he's with Denver. So that's good, I guess. Elsewhere, Trae Young is back this week. Not today, but he's back this week. That's good, I guess. No one's entirely sure why. But as I said on NBA Coffee Run this morning, I'll tell you what, it's not going to hurt their tanking chances. It's Trae Young. He might actually be the greatest secret tanking weapon of all time. Trae Young, just go out and be Trae Young. He's like, okay. And off he goes, being Trae Young. I'll talk about him again in a second. And Jason Tatum looks like he might be on his way back possibly this week. Look out. He had a big game against Dallas on the weekend. So he's been going, 5-5 in scrimmages. If he gets the all clear, look out. That'll be kind of fun. And the other last little bit of news, interesting video from the Lakers game the other day. Luka and JJ Redick getting into it on the bench. Love that. Oh, how good is it watching the Lakers sort of just having their little moments? The Lakers are very annoying. Hey, some game wraps from today. What happened, Jim? Washington lost to Houston. They put up a fight at the end, 123-118. They were getting their heads kicked in. You had a Jameer Watkins, Tari Eason brouhaha, which is pretty fun. And the Rockets kind of just put it in cruise control and got to the end. Boston absolutely smash-em-rated Milwaukee. It was not Algonquin for the good land today because 108-81 and it wasn't even that close. Yeesh. My favorite thing was that Boston started the all-white lineup. What do you mean, Jim? Well, they started Sam Hauser, white. Nikola Vucevic, white. Baylor Scheinman, white. Hugo Gonzalez, kind of white. And Derek White. The all-white lineup. Thank you. 19-11 for Giannis in his return. Denver held on against Utah. Chaos. I was watching this one with the squid. And Keyonte George went off his absolute nut at the end of that game. Scored 15 points in exactly no time. They took the lead, did the Yaz. It would have been an absolute disaster if Denver had have lost this. But they hold on. Keyonte misses a three in the last 5 seconds that would have tied it up and sent it to overtime. The Nugs hold on. Just absolutely absurd gear that it got that close. Considering the Yaz, look, Keyonte versus Jam and Jamal Murray was worth essentially, all the, crummy ticket prices there in Utah, I guess. But awesome, crazy game. Very fun one. Good job by Denver to, actually hold on and win the damn thing. But Jam and Jamal Murray got them back up. With some pretty, solid foul shooting, getting and one, stuff like this. Good on him. And I'll tell you what, Jokic, he's got a falling over problem. We'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, good win for Denver because couldn't have blown that. Chaos game. And then the Clippers came from behind to beat the Warriors 114-101. Kawhi played in a back-to-back, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it certainly is. It was a weird one. He was out there and you're like, why are the Warriors beating the hell out of them, considering they're basically out there starting Draymond, old man Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Moses Moody, and Pods. But then eventually they sort of got by them. Benny Mathurin had 17 to go at the 23 for Kawhi. Good stuff. Good win. They put like 72 on them in the second half. They're the Clippers. Not bad. Good size. Right. Who's the NBA Straya Pro Performer of the night?
That's not a night. That's a night.
Well, Jamal Murray went absolutely off his bloody head. 45 points, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 8 of 13 from deep, and 13 of 19 from the floor. Keyonte George nearly matched him, so he gets the honourable mention today. 36 2-2 with 4 steals, 15 points, as I mentioned, in 3.28 minutes. Absolutely insane stuff. That's 3 minutes 28. He actually did that, not 3.28. 28's a little bit different. 10 straight points. They took the lead, the Yaz. He got them over the hump, and then they couldn't get over the hump. So, bit of a tough one. Alpi Şengün with 32 and 13. KD with 30 and 7 as well. Pritch better have my money. Hit 5 threes and had 25 points off the bench. I've been yelling about it all season. Off the bench, Peyton Pritchard is the best type of Peyton Pritchard. You can't have the starter Pritchard. It's not enough. So good stuff there. How about Spud of the night?
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Oh, we had a few Spuds tonight, didn't we? You got, 1 of 9 for Will Riley, 1 of 6 for Miles Turner, 2 of 11 for Ryan Rollins, and Bryce Hensby had 2 of 10, so did Trey Johnson. I think we got 0 of 5 from Elijah Harkless. But really, I don't know, it wasn't too bad. My favourite, though, was that Tim Hardaway the Lesser stepped up and delivered when it really mattered because he went and shot. Yeah! Chill! He shot 3-11. Thank you, Tim Hardaway the Lesser. How about old mate no mates?
Old mate no mates. Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Old mate no mates.
Who's got no mates today? How about every Yaz player? So not only did the Nuggets shoot 21 free throws in the fourth quarter to the 3 of the Yaz. It's a soft J. 21-3 in the fourth quarter is taking the absolute piss. But if you watch this game, Jokic just couldn't stop falling over and crushing Jazz players. What do you mean, Jim? Quite literally that he kept falling over and crushing Jazz players. I don't know how else to put it. He fell over the top of Elijah Harkless. He fell onto Kyle Filipowski, and Filipowski got a T. It's like, what am I? I'm on the ground, sir. Keyonte George is trying to box him out for a rebound, and Jokic folds over the top of him like he's enveloping him like one of those blow-up costumes that you see a mascot wear, where the raptor would eat the kid. That's what Jokic did to Keyonte George because he's twice his bloody size. It was chaos. And the Utah announcers get him his saddle, he's trying to ride him. It's like, he doesn't ride the horses. You understand that? He rides in the buggy. That's what he does, Jokic, with his horses. But anyway, Denver getting absolutely all the free throws while Jokic is just bear hugging dudes and throwing them on the ground and collapsing on top of them. You're it's just playing. He's going full stacks on. Love a bit of good stacks on, but not basketball. What are you doing? 260-pound Serbian. Bloody hell. Trae Young, old mate, no mates, because he got a tech foul. His first tech foul as a Washington Wizard, and he wasn't even playing. That's how much the refs hate him. They're just I hate this Trae Young prick. Get out of here. You're gone. He's like, I'm not even playing. It's like, well, you're mouthing off at me and I hate you. Get out. So that was pretty cool. I love it, though. The passion. Good on you, Trae Young. Bit more of that, mate. Bit more of that. And Vivek Ranadive, one of the most hated owners in the NBA. He saved basketball in Sacramento, but at what cost? Turns out he's raising ticket prices. That's right. The team with the worst record in the NBA is like, you know what? Season ticket holders, to, get the sheer privilege of watching this absolutely horrible basketball team, it's going to cost you more money. Kings fans should absolutely riot and just not renew their season tickets and see how Vivek likes that. What an all-time loser. Anyway, pantsing of the night. A lot has been made of Luke Cornett pantsing himself by going, can we not do the strip club appreciation night in Atlanta? Now, if you missed this story, this is amazing because the Atlanta Hawks are literally doing an appreciation night for Magic City, which is a very well-known gentleman's establishment. Luke Cornett penned a blog post going, hey, I don't know if the NBA should be really on board with this because it's like a bit of objectifying women and that's just a bit, what are we doing here? And everyone's kind of clowning him. So that's a bit of a self-pantsing on Luke Cornett's. But I can't really he makes a good argument. By the same point, they actually have amazing wings. So maybe I reckon it's less about the objectifying of the women and more about the lemon pepper chicken wings. Let's all be honest here. My favorite pantsing of the night, though, is probably Nida Halsa. He absolutely got old man Al Horford today with a whoopang block. I gasped when I watched it. I'm like, whoa, geez, is Al Horford going to be okay? Like the cosmic scars. Just brutal. I'll tell you what, the tough one there, though, was the Warriors were doing all woman commentary team, which is good. But the problem is when you got the all-woman commentary team on the other broadcast and you're watching that, you're like, that was an absolutely sick block and no one says a bloody word. You're like, no. But that would have happened with the all-male commentary team as well because they would have just gone, oh. I just wanted a reaction on that because it was sick. Nita Hauser got him. Anyway, better than Lonzo Ball, Bronny James, and Ben Simmons today.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. He's coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. Bilal Coulibaly, he had 23, 1-1. Not bad, good size. Sheldon Cooper had 21, 2-3 for the Wizards as well, but they're just playing their G Leaguers. My two favorite, better than Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons and Bronny James today. Hugo Gonzalez, 18 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Bloody hell. That's just amazing. I mean, what the hell was that?
What was that? What the hell was that?
And on top of that, YKN, Janikonen Niederhauser, yeah, hello, in the big win. He had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Went absolutely off his head. He was awesome. You love to see that. Right. Well, there's no Australian player watch today either because I don't think we had any of the Aussies in action if you go through that. Because we had no Bulls, no Hawks, no Wolves, no Hornets, no Blazers, and no Cavs. So no Aussie player watch. So I guess let's have a look at tomorrow's games and do some picks, shall we? All right. How do we go on the picks today? 1 of 4. Not good. But anyway, we at least got the Clippers, right? Jeez. Tomorrow, we've got a huge slate. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. Big NBC ones as well. We have Dallas at Charlotte. I am taking the Hornets minus 12.5 because they are absolutely awesome at home. Absolutely awesome on offense. And Dallas kind of stink. And I don't think we're going to get the Cooper Flag Conk Nipple matchup again. But keep an eye on that. If Coop Doop actually does come back, I reckon that just spurs Connie Nips on to even greater heights. So we're going to go Charlotte minus 12.5. Detroit, Cleveland. This is an absolute rip snore to go back to like the bad boy Pistons of the thousands, the other bad boy Pistons, to this bad boy Pistons. You know, you had the LeBron versus Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince sort of years. Very cool up against LeBron. Now you've got Donnie Mitchell and James Harden up against Cade Cunningham and co. Pretty neat. The Pistons are 1.5 point favorites against the Cavs. We've got Harden playing through a broken thumb. This is in Cleveland. I don't mind the Cavs plus 1.5, I think, in this. The Pistons are awesome. The Cavs also do have a lot of size, so this is a big testing game for the Cavs, and I reckon they'll step up for it. So let's go Cleveland. Washington, Orlando. The Wizards desperately need to win this one. Not the Wizards, the Magic. It's a Harry Potter Bowl. You're a wizard, Harry. All right, settle down there, Hagrid. Orlando Magic versus the Washington Wizards. Love a good Harry Potter Bowl. The Magic are 15.5 point favorites. That is probably too much. But the Wizards are on a back-to-back. Orlando should demolish them. They really should. Washington are a bunch of G League dudes. They put up a really good fight today against Washington, in Washington against Houston. I think on the road, on a back-to-back, Orlando might curb stomp them. The big problem is Orlando don't sort of tend to do that too much. So, I don't know. You think about some of their wins. They snuck by the Lakers and the Clippers. Their last massive was in Sacramento. They killed the Kings. They've killed the Bucks at home. They've killed the Nets at home. So, yeah, let's go with the Magic and hope that it all sort of, actually coalesces a bit. Who else we got there? So we'll go to 15.5 for Orlando. That's a lot. Miami hosting Brooklyn. The Heat of 13.5 point favorites. Again, as I keep saying with these tanking teams, it's really hard to not go with the favorites. So the Miami Heat, especially at home against this Brooklyn team, I reckon the Heat will get them pretty handily. Hero get right game, minus 13.5. Let's go Miami. New York versus Toronto. Love this. It's the Andrea Bargnani Bowl. You got the Knicks minus 2.5 favorites in Toronto. They're playing very well at the moment. The Knicks coming off that Spurs win. I think they sneak out a win there. Yeah, I'll take minus 2.5 for the Knicks. I think the Raptors, they always struggle against teams that are better than them anyway. They're not too bad at home. But I kind of feel like, look, in terms of like the season series already, we've seen the Knicks beat them 116-94, 117-101, and 119-92. So, yeah, I think I'll take the Knicks again. Minus 2.5. Then we have San Antonio, Philly. That is a ripper. No Embiid yet. That sucks, though. I'll probably still go the Spurs, minus 7.5. Wemby. You got Castle, who's there to make Tyrese Maxey's life hell. So I think I'll go the Spurs, minus 7.5. Oklahoma City up against Chicago. 10.5 point favorites are the Thunder. You've got SGA. You've got half your dudes back now. Bulls, bit stinky. Might have to go OKC minus 10.5. They're just so good. Caruso revenge game. Don't know if he's back yet. Memphis, Minnesota. We're going to go the Wolves minus 13.5 again too. Memphis have these games where they show up and then other games where they just like do not and they get absolutely smashed. Let's go the Wolves. Lakers, Pelicans. Pelicans, look, they didn't have Zion the other day. Lakers had a good bounce back win. I don't mind the Pels plus 8.5. I think the Lakers win this one, but they keep that within the 8.5. So let's go the Pels. And then Suns, Sacramento. I'm going to go the Kings plus 10.5 against the Phoenix Suns. That's too many points. Like the Suns, yes, they've been putting up a good fight. Yes, they're well coached. They still don't have Booker. They still don't have Brooks back. Sacramento got most of their, they don't have Suva. They don't have DeAndre Hunter. But they're at home. They've got professional basketball players. I think they cover that 10.5. Nice. All right, so there you go. That is today's NBA Straya best and worst stuff of the NBA today. You can find all of our picks over at Dabble each day as well, remember, and you can support the show by buying us a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/NBA Straya. We just put up the latest Dead Set Legends Club episode, which is the exclusive content that you get when you sign up to be a Dead Set Legend through basically, it's our Patreon, right? So buymeacoffee.com/NBA Straya. Very simple, very straightforward. And you get access to that exclusive content. So go sign up, help support the pirate ship. But there you go. That's it. Tune into NBA Straya every day for everything NBA. Subscribe or I will fight you. This is NBA Straya saying, look after yourselves, would you? And later, hosen.
The influence, the confidence, the continents will bleed.